It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Thursday night.
Well, we knew snow was a possibility for this game, and the weather was happy to oblige with a nice layer of white over Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium, and we got more snow on the way. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Flush to his right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
His first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Running from the gun with Henry, and he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. He's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the gun, Jackson.
That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jackson, options out left.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when
and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And this is where you're hoping you can catch the defense with too many men in the box. You line up in a jumbo set and pull people close to the line of scrimmage and in tight. And then it was all about closing off the angles of pursuit on the strong side and hoping your guy can win the race to the outside. And that time, he takes the toss and follows his lead blocker right into the end zone.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll start the drive with Harris, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
A nice little juke. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Now 2nd and 3.
They go play action now. Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Wilson on first down.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson.
A quick throw there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on the players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's taken in by Callaway. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw again is Wilson. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out though.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly, and knocked it free.
Eluding and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. For a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
And now here come the Ravens. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Jackson to throw.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
82 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. Incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
In motion left, Bateman.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 2nd down, here's the option. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second down and 4.
Wilson. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Set to punt, here's Cameron Johnston. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. but sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On third down, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and 5. Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. The return man is Hill. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. The team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
Know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
On second down, here's Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Throwing is Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And we'll go right back to Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
To throw again is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
On second down, Hill. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
It's showtime, baby. All right, guys. All right.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Wilson. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
Pickens on the slant. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Harris, and he'll work down inside 45. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
And Marquez Callaway, the one he was looking for.
And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now to about the 20s. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at this level.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is keep away. We're coming out here in the third quarter, possess the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Malik Harrison. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Malik Harrison able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Got his man, it's Warren. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Baltimore set for this next possession. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Jackson. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to get the lead up to 4. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not done.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down. Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And after the run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Austin is there and brings in another one. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. David Ajabo coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with
They've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And shoved through the tackle. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Ravens offense now, they get ready. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a side of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a 2nd and 8. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field is making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Henry out of the pistol. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Brandon, 5 yards on that run? Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did get a chunk of yardage. Now 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yards.
Now Jackson on first down. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This a big play for what will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it, and you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out.
Pitch again. He's had a good game. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8 are going. I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. 4th down situation comes up. I'm thinking hard about going for it right here now.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think we'll plays off in quick succession if they can.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a short pickup, that's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Well, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. That is caught. And he will have the Steelers' first down at time on 3rd and 2.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
This is 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now 1st and goal. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with a go now in the football game.
Let's go, baby. Come on, let's go. Get something together. Let's turn it up.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Wilson to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do in the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
On 3rd down, Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's 1st down.
Wilson. And this defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and to overtime. They'll change that.
The conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Wilson throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving them. That tells me you're as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson quickly there, but it's incomplete. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Throwing again here, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Boswell's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. That was a big risk here in over. Fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be positioned themselves. So you have confidence in him, and you have confidence in your defense, so go ahead and let him kick that one.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get, just because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
They got his man complete. Big strides, look at him go. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, Were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them to really